There was a time where I felt invisible. It wasn't that people were ignoring me on purpose. I just didn't know how to show up. I would walk into a room and immediately shrink, overthinking every move, rehearsing lines in my head, watching the conversation from the outside. And when I did finally speak up, my voice would crack. I'd get awkward looks, my brain would freeze. So I told myself the same lie most guys believe. I'm just not good in social situations. But here is what I had to learn the hard way, and what you guys can learn by just watching this video until the end. Social confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you train. And when you train it the right way, you don't just become less awkward, you become magnetic. Most guys think awkwardness is about what you say or don't say, but that's only the surface level. Real awkwardness comes from internal tension, when you're in your head, analyzing every move, scanning for rejection, trying not to mess up. And that self-focus creates the very tension you're trying to avoid. Have you ever tried to act natural? If so, then you know that the harder you try, the more stiff you will end up. That's what happens when you're performing instead of connecting. Awkwardness lives in the gap between who you are and who you're trying to be, and the more you try to fix it in the moment, the worse it gets. So instead of trying to be smooth, you need to shift where your attention goes. Social confidence starts with this simple move: stop watching yourself. Instead, start watching the world. This is what every awkward guy gets wrong. He thinks he needs the perfect line, the perfect posture, or the perfect smile. But what he actually needs is presence. Because when your attention is external, for example on the other person, on the environment, or on the actual moment, you start responding instead of performing. Your body relaxes, your timing improves, your energy becomes easier to read, you stop trying to impress and start to connect. And here is a simple way how you can practice this. In your next conversation, pick one detail about the other person to really notice, something they say, their tone, or their body language. Let your next response come only from that and not from your mental script. That's how you can break the loop. Another reason why many guys feel awkward in social situations is because they panic in moments of silence. They think if there's a pause, something went wrong. But silence isn't your enemy, it's just a part of human interaction. In fact, most confident people use pauses to gather their thoughts, control the rhythm, and create tension. So the next time there's a pause, don't rush to fill it. Hold it, breathe, let it be there. This trains your nervous system to stop equating silence with failure, and that alone can make you seem far more composed than any clever sentence ever could. But it's not just the fear of silence that creates awkwardness. Sometimes it's the fear of showing up as yourself. You don't want to offend anyone, you don't want to take up space, you smile too much, nod too often, agree just to keep the peace. But here's the harsh truth: if you're constantly trying to be liked, people can feel it, and it makes them uncomfortable. You don't have to dominate others, that's also a big turn-off in social interactions. But try to be rooted in your own perspective. Speak honestly, say what you actually think, set boundaries when needed. That doesn't make you rude, it makes you trustworthy. And trust is what makes people want to connect with you, not fake smiles. But even when you start showing up more real, there's still one fear that holds most guys back: the fear of being rejected. Let me be honest with you, you're going to mess up. You're going to say the wrong thing. Someone might judge you. So what? The real reason you're scared isn't because you're weak. It's because you've linked rejection to your identity. I will talk about that in a second. You think if someone doesn't vibe with you, it means something about you, but it doesn't. It means you're human and you're learning. So stop trying to win everyone over. You don't need to be liked by everybody. You need to be respected by yourself. And that starts by showing up as your real self and be proud about it. Once you stop tying your worth to rejection, there's only one final shift that unlocks everything. You stop trying to fix how you act and start changing who you are. Because you can have all the tips and tricks in the world. At the end of the day, social confidence is about identity. If you see yourself as the awkward guy, the shy one, the quiet follower, then every social moment becomes a test, and every interaction becomes proof that you're not enough. But when you shift your self-image, everything changes. You go from chasing connection to creating it. So here's what you have to do. Become the kind of person you yourself want to connect with. Start living as if you're already that man, the grounded one, the one who speaks with clarity, the one who doesn't fold when eyes are on him. That might mean going to the gym and actually pushing yourself past comfort, saying no when you mean no, taking care of how you look, how you move, and how you speak, practicing being alone without feeling lonely, building something, a project, a business, a skill, or a vision. If you want to know more about how to actually get this done, check out this video. It breaks down exactly how to shift your identity step by step, so you don't just act more confident, but become the kind of man who doesn't fold under pressure. See you there.